Finals. The winner goes on to be one series away from being the champion of the GSL Code S. In the bottom right, losing to that crazy strap from Sue.
KT roster Zest.
A ton of fans for him here today in the studio.
Yeah, Zest's really popular in Korea and outside of Korea.
This is also him.
Yeah, okay, in the upper right, there we go. In the orange.
SK Telecom T1 Sue.
Rocking that old school DT35. You still use a DT35 when you play StarCraft? Or any game for that matter, I guess.
Is that the old Korean keyboard?
The super old Korean one.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah, it works really well.
I've got like 3 of those, man. I collect them.
They're like $11 out here.
The price is rising on them, actually, because I don't think they make them anymore. Because they made a new version that I don't like as much. I think last time I checked it was like $25. They're getting a bit more expensive. Sick keyboard. Every programmer is, from the beginning of time, pretty much in Korea. This is standard.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. It's actually quite good. We have the pool first coming down here now.
Yeah, I saw the probes. Got to make that pool first. Got to be safe. And a lucky scout for Zest, whereas an unlucky scout for Sue. His overlord went the wrong direction, so it's going to take a while. And
it's Sue's birthday, by the way, guys.
23 today. Looking so pensive there in that interview. It's a good pick.
We have some of those up here. There was a gift bag brought for everybody in the studio.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just for you and me, Wolf. I don't know. Maybe
we got party favorites.
Maybe nobody else got it. Yeah. But we got some juices and some sandwiches that they brought in. Now, it's so funny. This series was so crazy. I actually forgot it was his birthday. We mentioned that at the beginning of the cast, but that's rough, man. Get knocked out of a GSL Code S on your birthday.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of birthday GSLs. I think Huck's ceremony comes to mind the most when he won on his birthday. It's definitely.
How old is Sue now? Do you know?
Oh, well, it said 23 on the cake, so that's Korean age. So probably either 21 or 22. 20.
Yeah, the age system out here is different, by the way, guys.
If it says birthday today, it's 22. It's got to be 22, like Western age. So.
All right, so we have the scouting probe still checking around here. See if the third base is going to be started. The Nexus is going to finish up. So far, Sue's build looks very ordinary. Same with Zest.
Yeah, it gets that super quick third, just as you would expect a Zerg to do. And Zest is now getting his gateway up. Everything is flowing very normally. And we'll be seeing in just a moment the tech paths revealed. And on a map like this, the third base is pretty close for a Zerg to his natural. The map's relatively big. There's a few places to high pylons on, but I just really don't see Zest doing a big gateway attack like we saw in the game or two. Obviously, specifically like that, definitely not. But even a 4-gateway pressure attack is going to be a little bit tougher to execute on this map.
Well, we have Sue just continuing to drone up. I assume that we're going to have a Stargate build here.
Yeah, I think that's very
Zest.
fair to assume.
It could be Oracle, it could be Phoenixes. I think either way for Zest, the way he's playing today, he's going to be in great shape. This is one of our bigger maps. I certainly think it's a map that the 4th, the 5th base for Sue, not difficult to acquire.
Yeah. So keep in mind the Overlords are just now arriving at both the natural and the main base around the same time.
What do we have? What is the tech up here? We have something up in the top of the main.
I think
for
it's a
Zest.
Stargate. Click on that. No, it's a Robo.
Robo. Wow.
Uh-oh. Could be seeing an immortal timing here.
By the way,
that Overlord barely misses it.
Really unexpected spot to put a Robo. That's like a really weird spot. I was like, if you had a gun to my head, Wolf, and we hadn't seen that, and somebody asked me what was that tech, I mean, well, obviously it's a Stargate.
Yeah,
like
same.
I know enough. I would know that that's where someone
That's
would put a
why I
Stargate.
even assumed it was a Stargate.
So,
I mean, it looks like an ideal place for a Stargate even.
So this is somewhere Sue is just not...
He's just not checking it.
Yeah, he's not checking around there at all. Now, let's see where the Overlord of the main...
I think you might see it now. Okay, he sees it.
Oh, busted.
Busted indeed, but
it's going to be a Warp Prism, which actually, now that he makes it in that spot, it makes more sense. And so he's going to just send that Warp Prism out. So this is Zest doing a very aggressive build. He's going to come out here and try to do some damage early on. Now, where exactly is he going to hit? Is he going to try to get a force field off here in the main? We also have the Twilight Council starting here, and +1 attack is about to finish.
Overlord leaves before he sees whether it's immortal or not, which is kind of surprising to me, but he will see. Well, oh, he didn't see the Warp Prism, actually. Oh, maybe he did see that. I'm so sorry.
We have the Extractor starting up over here. The Extractor's over here at the third base and at the second. The Warp Prism, however, is going around to the main.
Yeah.
And we have a huge gateway explosion, so Zest's going to go with this pretty crazy timing here. And he's not going to go into the main. Okay.
Let's see what he does. Let's see what he warps in here.
You know, this map is big enough. I guess if the Zerg does scout you in the main, it is basically an open field that you can sneak through with your Warp Prism. You go right through the middle of the map.
So many gates he's doing with this +2 blink. He's going to try to keep the drone count low here, force an awkward economy before he does a follow-up
He needs to get
attack.
these Zealots into a good spot if the Lings start to come up here. He can go behind the minerals.
It's actually just targeting the hatch. He's got +1, and he's got a ton of Warp-ins here. The Warp Prism is not being targeted, actually, so he's just going to get this hatchery. He's just going to get it. Nothing he can do about that.
The Zest makes this look so easy. It's so
and now he's going to save for the Zealots with his Warp Prism if he wants to.
Yeah, he can actually go up into the main if he wants.
Keep harassing. Even Micro's the dead one, just to at least give him a nice ending to his life. Now he's going to try to assassinate this queen. I don't think it will work.
No, couldn't box up the queen, so he picks up here. Wow, Zest just makes this look so easy.
He makes it look unfair.
Yeah, he does make it look unfair, to be frank.
Now he's going to try to assassinate this queen. Can he get it? There's too many roaches.
Yeah, definitely too many to drop there. +2 attack. And Blink are finishing up. And the follow-up Blink is going to be very strong here. Zerg's still trying to recuperate after, getting a big hiccup in the economy. And, just this endless wave of Blink Stalkers, which, by the way, a Warp Gate's already out, so we can reinforce this really easily.
Snipes a tumor. 2 tumors. And gets out.
Jesus, Zest.
Slow down, buddy.
I know.
You want to be so
chill
serious,
out, man. He's like dropping Zealots and just taking out Crepe Tumors.
No, this
He's like, no, I'm never gonna miss a single beat here.
This fault was just so scary because he has all those gateways that you were talking about, and the third base was destroyed, so there's a lot less larva, a lot less mining for Sue.
Yeah.
Time warp's so important here. Roach speed isn't done. He's got +2 versus no upgrades on these Roaches or Lings. Already picking a few of them off. Nice blink forward here. And Sue's got to be feeling tense right now. His Roaches are in a bit of an awkward spot. They're all the way out here. He's going to do a mini counterattack, but Zest shuts it down.
Yeah, actually surrounding those Roaches so he can take them out there. We have more of the Roaches and Lings coming up now. Now, the angling is going to be so important here for Sue. There's only 4 sentries, which means, only for the first, I would say, first minute or so, you have some force fields you can throw up. But after that,
yeah, he needs to make sure he takes the engagement handily from there.
Taking an attack on this side.
He can blink into the main again, too. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's very true. He can also get behind the minerals here and make it much harder for the Ling Roach to actually do much damage. So he blinks over here.
Yeah, he's going to drop a few more force fields, but the Lings get through.
Oh, God, those are really good force fields. Okay, so this is enough force fields for the time being for, I think, the necessary damage to be done. Also, as Wolf was saying, he can actually go right into the main after he takes us out. Yeah.
He's just going to slowly start blinking into the main here. Can even lift the Zealots and Sentries out in the Warp Prism if he were perfect. Is he perfect? Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is a completely perfect human.
Well, he can now force field the ramp. Does he have the energy? He does. And now he can just keep working in sentries. Sentry after sentry coming through here. And now he's just going to pick these drones off. Roach is going for the counterattack again. He lost the mothership core, so he can't recall here.
GG. Zest, stop! 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 Zest is so good.
God, man.
I feel like
just give him a chance, Zest. Just give him a chance.
If somebody told me how these games looked, I would not believe them. These games, unless Zest does a cheese that's so crazy that, unless Sue does a cheese that's so crazy that when they put him on camera, he takes out cans of silly string and sprays them everywhere. I don't know how he's gonna. I don't know how he's going to beat. Look, every game, Zest is looking so perfect. Sue's sitting there in his booth. He's like, "Is there a gold base on that next map? Can I need something fast."
All the Sue fans are taking their cheerfuls right now and flipping them over, right on the back. They're writing, mercy, please. They're hoping that Zest sees a glimpse of their begs for mercy for this player.
I can't believe it's like when we're watching the games, we're saying, well, I guess he could technically get in there, use all his force fields perfectly, and then get where the minerals are, do enough damage, then blink into the main,
then save his sentries,
and then with one force field left, and then force the ramp. I mean, I guess that could have. He does everything perfectly.
Everything's lining up. Whoa.
I mean, I don't know.
It's looking pretty rough right now.
Well, it would be cool if Sue came back and won the next 3 games. I don't think that's going to happen, but
he does have. I think Sejong is the next map, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Sejong or Merry-Go-Round, so that's a good map for Sue.
I don't know, man. Good luck, Sue. We're going to go to game number 5 after this short break, so don't go anywhere as we continue on here in the first best of 7 here for the semifinals. Stay tuned.